Empathy maps are a visualization that capture and communicate our understanding of a set of users. And there's a traditional structure to empathy maps, four quadrants that capture what the user says, which are ideally quotes from user research, thinks, their thoughts, motivations, and needs framed in first person statements, feels, the user's emotional state during the process, and does, which are just the behaviors or the actions of the user. They're a pretty common artifact and they're pretty easy to grasp as a simple concept. But how do they really fit into the design process? Here are three ways to use them. First, you can use empathy maps as communication tools for research that's already happened. They're a great method for aggregating and consolidating research findings so that you can communicate what you've observed to others and help them get to know the user. Now, the research role or team could create the maps independently, but it's especially impactful when it's a collaborative activity. To do this, you'd share existing research with the greater team, and as a workshop activity, have everyone collaboratively create the empathy map based on that data. Not only does this create an artifact that communicates research findings in a very approachable way, it builds buy-in and ownership of research because the whole team has been engaging with it and built the artifact together. You can also use empathy maps for documenting observations during user research that is currently happening. Use the four categories, remember, says, thinks, does, feels, as an observation framework that observers can work with to capture notes during the study. This works well especially for situations where observers are not researchers themselves. These categories are really approachable and understandable, so anyone can log really useful insights using them as a guide. Finally, empathy maps can be a tool for planning for future research. Here, we might use the structure during a collaborative activity to capture all that we currently know about a user group. And take a step back, look at the map, and ask, what don't we know? Where are their gaps? What are we unsure about? The answers to those questions will shape future research studies. Really, empathy mapping is a flexible framework that can be used before, during, or after research to engage teams and communicate insights. Use it to 1. Identify unanswered questions to plan for future research studies, 2. To categorize observations during research, and 3. As an artifact to communicate insights after research.